and basically whatever the hell I want. Hello everybody and welcome to Gene's Reviews. Reviews from a regular dude here in my car. If you're already subscribed, thank you very much. If you're not subscribed yet, please think about doing so. Make sure you tap that bell icon so you can be notified every single time I upload a new video. Also, give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And share this with all your friends if you have a liking to, if you want to. Today, we're going to check one out from Haunted 5. This says, scary videos that will leave you frozen in disbelief. Let's check it out.
A few weeks ago, a man was relaxing in his home located in Arizona when he began to hear helicopters over his house. At first, he simply ignored it, but the noise was continuous, so he decided to head out front and take a look up in the sky. Prior to this event, he would continuously see strange lights up in the sky, but they were all far away. On this night, when he looked up in the sky, he noticed a massive orb directly above his house. The orb did not go undetected, since there was a military helicopter right behind it in full pursuit. He quickly grabbed his camera and started to record.
I just witnessed an orb being followed by a helicopter. Watch this videos right over my house. Yo. That is a freaking orb. That's an orb being chased by a helicopter. What the hell? That is a straight up orb, dude.
I think it could be some kind of a drone. And if it's a military helicopter, it's probably something to do with the military, I would assume.
I just now pulled up. Smells like something's burning.
I don't think that's any cause for real concern, in my opinion.
That is nuts.
As the video begins, we can see a bright yellowish orb flying just above his house. Directly behind the orb, we can see a black military helicopter trailing just behind. Some people were quick to comment that the orb was simply the helicopter's headlights, but that doesn't make sense since it's so far out in front.
No.
He still has no idea what he captured, and is still puzzled to this day. Did he capture an extraterrestrial craft, or is there a more reasonable explanation?
It could be, but I think there's a more reasonable explanation for that one.
A family recently went through a difficult time when their beloved cat passed away. They had a security camera pointed in the area where the cat would play, and one night they were woken up by some strange footage. They were sound asleep when the security camera notified them that motion was detected near their cat's playroom. They didn't think much of it since their cat was no longer with them. When they got out of bed and watched back the footage, they were speechless from what they witnessed.
Okay, now that's weird.
Just seconds into the video, we can see a toy fish flapping just in front of the camera. Once the toy stops moving, we can see a ball moving on the tower with nobody in sight. At this point, they are stunned by what they are watching and have no clear explanation. Soon after, we can see a translucent pair of eyes manifesting in the box. Seconds after, we can clearly see the ghost of their cat leaving the box and making its way across the floor. Many people in the original comment section are convinced they captured the spirit of their cat, while the skeptics are certain it was simply old footage altered in post-production.
Because their cat just died. Yeah, that's pretty creepy. Maybe part of it was left behind.
A woman unfortunately experienced the passing of her husband and has been doing her best to navigate the situation. One afternoon, she was about to take her son to his grandma's house when something bizarre took place. Recently, her son has been claiming that he sees his dad around the house, but clearly there is nobody there. Although it is heartwarming,
sure he does.
It's also difficult to be reminded that he is no longer there. On this particular afternoon, her son was in the front of the house where her security camera is located and began to call out to his father. She figured she'd watch back the footage to see if anything may have been picked up. When she watched back the footage, she was stunned.
Can I go, Grandma's? Come on. Let's go.
I want you.
Dada.
Oh, wait. No, okay. Ooh, come on, Clarence. I think my mom got one. Okay.
Bye, Daddy.
That's what I was just about to ask. What did you say, bud? Did you say bye too?
I said bye, Daddy.
Oh, okay.
As the video begins, we can see the child exiting the house and quickly saying hello to his father. The camera didn't pick anything up visually that the child may have seen, but some people in the comment section believe they hear the word honey being picked up by the microphone just after the child walks out the door.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Did the young child see the spirit of his father, or is there a more reasonable explanation?
I think he absolutely did. I believe in that stuff, so.
A man in Oklahoma was
Nothing
driving
scary
through
about
an
it at
Indian
all.
reservation
It's
and
heartwarming.
decided to stop by the old Heritage Center. As he was making his way past one of the buildings, he noticed a strange noise coming from inside. This particular center has been closed down for years and is completely deserted. He cautiously began to investigate the building and soon noticed that the door was slightly opened. He decided to put his phone inside and record the bizarre event. Many people in the general area swear the land is haunted, and many have experienced paranormal activity. On this particular afternoon, he would soon change from a skeptic into a believer.
Am I tripping, or is there something going on in here?
On an Indian reservation, it's quite common, I think. With the native community, they believe in that stuff. So do I, actually.
After moving to Indian territory, Cherokee Nation set aside 1 acre of ground for ancient church congregation. Moravians, Baptists.
Dude, that's so creepy. Why is this? Okay. Dude, that's
Was that a recording that was playing then?
At Mount Zion Church, where I pastor, we conduct our services in both languages, Cherokee and English. And when we have a completely Cherokee audience, then it's on.
See something.
As
but
he
I
makes
can't
his
make
way
out what it
past
is.
one of the buildings, he hears voices coming from inside. Stunned at what he is experiencing, he decides to poke his camera inside and investigate. He soon realizes a recording is playing, which is still quite odd since the center has been abandoned for several years. He eventually leaves the building but returns soon after to peek through the side windows. As he peers into the second window, he captures a translucent figure making its way from left to right in what appears to be a white gown. Many people in the original comment section are convinced he captured the spirit of someone who passed away there, while the skeptics are certain it was simply a reflection.
It's so faint that I think it could just be a reflection.
A family in California has several dogs, and unfortunately one of them recently passed away. Since the dog passed, they have experienced unusual activity in the house, mainly hearing the dogs bark even though he's no longer with them. They currently still have several dogs, but every dog's bark is unique, and they find it bizarre that they can still hear him. One afternoon, one of the family members was in the living room working when something unexpected took place. Thankfully, they had a security camera mounted in the same room, and it was able to capture his experience.
I heard a whine.
When the video begins, we can see the man sitting at his desk working, while a smaller dog is on the couch directly behind him. The first noise we hear is a soft whimper, which he assumes is the small dog directly behind him. It appears as though it's not just any whimper, but one he recognizes as being from the dog that recently passed away. Once he realizes it's not the dog behind him or any of his other dogs, he doesn't know what to do with himself. Did he capture the ghost of his former dog, or is there a more reasonable explanation?
No, I think he did. That last one, he looked really, really sincere, too. Like he was kind of stunned by it. I believe it. There wasn't really anything in there that was scary, but it just says, leave you frozen in disbelief. But I believe all of that stuff. I believe that a part of them can be left behind. Because I've had feelings with the dogs that we've had after they passed away and everything. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Now it's time for a joke. If you melt dry ice, can you swim without getting wet?